We are in World 1-3 in the original Super Mario Bros. For the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm playing this on a Nintendo Switch 2, on Nintendo Switch Online. I love this game, by the way, so far. I've played it. I've played it before when I was a little kid, but I just want to see, can I beat it now? Okay, so you notice how I'm in tiny Mario form. That's why I'm not being aggressive in my attacks against enemies like Goombas and I guess what are they called? Koopa Troopas, Shell Dudes, and I died. See, it is so easy to die in this game. This is such a simple game, but thankfully Nintendo Switch Online allows you to create suspend points and you can just load into your last save spot. Thankfully, that makes things go a lot faster. So you're gonna see me loading save points frequently throughout this video. Okay, now in small Mario form, I'm very cautious because you can't even take one hit. Like you one shot and you're done. That's why I'm letting these Goombas just fall down into the gap and I guess they die. I don't know what happens to them, but I'm gonna be real careful when it comes to enemies here. I do want the coins, I do want the mushrooms, but I don't know. Oh, yo, that was risky what I just did. Okay, so here I'm gonna try to get the mushroom. Got the mushroom, okay, so good. That means I can, and I died. Got overconfident. Big mistake in this game. You see, I got the mushroom and I was happy about that because now I can take more than one hit before I die. Now the best thing is when you get the mushroom, so and I died again. See, one hit dead when you're small Mario. When you get the mushroom and you become bigger Mario, and then you could get the fireball out, the fire outfit, or the fireball throwing mushroom, the fire flower, I guess that's what it's called. That's the best because then you can sustain a total of it's 3 hits before you die. I don't know if there are other power-ups in this game. I can't even remember, but I hope there are. But anyway, this is World 1-3. By the way, they never really said what the goal here is, unless I missed that part, other than to make it to the end of the level. You see me skipping the mushroom thing. See, I forgot you can't go backwards in this game. And so I missed that. I missed out on that mushroom. Now I got to be real careful to try to get to the end of this course. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. You know, timing is everything in this game, especially when you're small Mario. See, I'm gonna be real cautious. I will defeat this enemy, but I'm not taking any further risks. I'm trying to get it to the end of the course. I don't care if I get coins or whatever. I don't care about that enemy at the bottom of the screen. My goal is to make it to the end. You hear the music speeding up because time is starting to run out, but I made it to the end of the course. All right. Luckily, I only died a few times. World 1-4. Okay, let's see what's here. This is some kind of underground, or maybe it's not underground because they showed me like going into some kind of a house, castle, whatever. So let's see how far I get here. Okay, so that little area there, I have no idea how you get the mushroom and still move on to the next thing without getting hit by the, what do you want to call these things? Rods of fire. And I got hit by a rod of fire. That's the end of that. It's a good thing I have these suspend points, otherwise this would have taken forever. So World 1-4, let's try that one again. Well, see, here's the problem. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't save my progress after World 1-3. So now I'm gonna have to go through that again. One thing I'm very grateful for is these courses are only a couple of minutes long. So now let's see if can I make it to the end of this course without dying even once. I know what to expect. That's the best thing about doing these courses over and over and dying a couple times because you remember where are the pitfalls, where are the places where you could possibly die, and so you learn. It's like putting your hand on a stove. You know, you put your hand on the stove, you get burned, and then you learn, oh, maybe I shouldn't put my hand on the stove. Okay, so now okay, see, I'm in Big Mario form. That's an improvement. I am actually in Big Mario form. Yeah, mistimed the jump, so it doesn't matter. Back to the beginning of 1-3. I will be getting back to 1-4, don't worry. Just gotta make a pit stop in World 1-3. I will make it to the end of this course. You saw me beat it once, you know I can beat it again. Let's see if I can make it to the end without taking damage. Here's another Goomba, gotta let him go. Not taking any risks. By the way, how often do you hear memorable songs in video games? I mean, obviously, this is one of the most iconic songs in the history of video games, but it's like, Nintendo, they know what they're doing. I gotta give credit to Nintendo in a lot of ways, because they know what they're doing with music, they know what they're doing with gameplay, they know what they're doing with their IPs. I mean, how many great Mario games, how many great Zelda games? It's not like they got lucky. You know, they didn't get lucky 1,000 times. Like, you know, they know the key to video games, and their blue ocean strategy of, you know, not trying to keep up with the more powerful consoles like the PlayStation and the Xbox, like, because that's getting into like an arms race that they're not going to win. So focusing on gameplay, that's why they're so successful, and focusing on the things that they are good at. It's like that was a brilliant move. Okay, now let's see if I remember to save my progress. I made it to the end of World 1-3. Got to save here, right? Create suspend point. Smart move. All right, so now I won't have to return. This will be World 1 dash, and I die. But see, here's the thing. See, I get to go back to World 1-4 right at the beginning. See, I'm gonna load that suspend point. No more 1-3. And made the same mistake again. This is a lot about timing and positioning. That's what I've learned from this game so far. Timing and positioning. I didn't even try to get that mushroom. Which, by the way, what happens when you get a mushroom? I probably should have figured out like what was actually in there. Because, you know, I got lucky there. Lucky again. I'm getting so lucky here. Like, I should have died already. I just want you to know that that's not skill, that's... I just remembered you could duck, too. Okay, so somebody is shooting fire at me, or some kind of fire. I got lucky again, but luckily I got hit, but it was one hit, and then I hit this thing, the bridge falls out, the enemy dies. And here's some princess. Is that Daisy? I don't know. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Okay.